Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be my June hits and misses. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys products that I've been loving for the month of June and products that didn't really work out for me, and I'll talk about those towards the end of the video. But I actually don't have a lot of favorites. I feel like I've been trying out so much new makeup that I didn't really want to include things that I haven't really been using consistently, so that's why I don't have a ton of things. But the products that I do have are amazing, so I hope you guys enjoy anyway. Please leave me your June hits and misses down below in the comments as well. I always love your recommendations, and a lot of the makeup that I actually love in my collection is half of the time because of you guys, because you guys know me so well. So leave your comments down below, and don't forget to grab your snacks, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the hits and misses. Okay, so I guess I'll start off with an eyeshadow palette, which I'm pretty sure you guys know the palette that I've been loving. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I actually loved this more than what I thought I was gonna love it because I haven't really been getting too excited with new eyeshadow palettes lately. I don't know why, but this one blew my socks away. I love it. I love the color selection in here. The shadows are so creamy and buttery. They layer really well. They blend amazingly. I actually did already 2 tutorials with this palette, and I'll leave those linked down below, and I just can't get enough of it. I think the colors are beautiful and perfect for summer. Some of you guys were asking me if I like this one more than Modern Renaissance. Now, Modern Renaissance is my absolute favorite, like hands down. I think when choosing an eyeshadow palette to splurge on, it really depends on the type of colors that you're looking for. So Modern Renaissance is definitely more of a warm tone palette. It has oranges and pinks and burgundies, whereas this one has those colors as well, but there's also pops of colors. So I think it just depends on the type of colors that you like to go for, but I've really been loving these, and I'm actually wearing this palette also on my eyes today. I just feel like you can create a lot of different looks with it, and the quality is just there for me. Now, the shimmers are not super metallic and wet, but if that doesn't bother you, like it doesn't really bother me, then you're still gonna love the palette, because when you apply the shimmers, I do feel like they apply best with your finger, or if you wet your brush, they're gonna give you more so a sheen instead of like something really wet and like glittery on the eyes, if you know what I mean. The packaging is also so unique, and I love this big mirror. It's really convenient, especially when I'm filming. You can get this, I think currently now at Sephora and at Ulta, but I always love getting the majority of the makeup from Ulta because of the point system. Like the point system there versus Sephora is way better. Next, I have these 2 Morphe palettes to mention. The first one is this highlight and contour palette. This is the HIFI 8H palette. I love this palette. Now, I haven't played with the bronzers a whole lot. I literally just used 2 of the bronzers today because these are very, very pigmented, and they're pretty dark for me at the moment. I'm not super tan, so I've really just been using the highlights in here, but the highlights alone, I'm telling you, are everything. Like, I would literally repurchase this palette again just for the highlight, just hypothetically speaking, if I didn't like the bronzers, because the highlights are that good. So I pretty much mix the 3 light shades, Beam, Big Bang, and Venus, because the other one, which is Mirage right at the top, it's a little bit too dark. It's like a bronzy highlight. It's really pretty. It's just not for me right now because I'm not super tan like I mentioned, but these highlights are so comparable to high-end highlights that I have in my collection. Like, the formula is so soft and it doesn't accentuate any texture. They're not glittery. They're just literally the perfect highlights. I think this palette would be perfect for a lot of different skin tones, like even if you're medium or tanner or darker, because the shades in here are just perfection. They're not too ashy or anything on the cheeks, and I just love it. Ever since I got this palette, I've been wearing this highlight. Everybody's been asking me, what are you wearing? And it's been this palette. So highly recommend it. I still love my Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. I can't forget that. But this one is a really, really great one as well, and I got this one also at Ulta. I love the fact that Morphe is sold at Ulta. I feel like it's so much more convenient. These are pretty pricey, like just comparing it to something like Drugstore, but I don't really consider Morphe Drugstore, but I also don't consider it high-end. I feel like it's reasonably priced, especially for what you get, because when you do the math, it's overall a really great deal. So love it. Then another palette that I have from Morphe is the blush palette. This is the Warm Master 8W. They have another one that's a little bit more cool tone, but I like this one just because, of course, the shades are like really peachy and corally, and I love just mixing my brush in all of the shades to create my perfect color. I'm wearing this blush today, and I love it. Just can't say enough good things about it. This formula, honestly, is a lot better than before. I don't know if they revamped their entire formulas and everything. I know that the packaging is different from what it was like a year ago, but like, I think the formula has gotten so much better. It's so much more creamy. It lasts longer on the face, and it's just everything. Like, you can wear your makeup and wear this blush for like 12 hours. At the end of the day, your makeup's still gonna be on. Speaking of face, I've been loving this Shea Moisture Illuminating Powder. This one's in the shade Cinnamon Ceylonn, and I love this kind of just like as a blush topper. I'm again wearing this today. I really like this over top of that Morphe blush. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty together. I actually found this at TJ Maxx, so if you have a TJ Maxx or Marshalls near you, try to find this, because when I went there, they had a bunch of these for $3. I have seen it online on Target's website or Shea Moisture's website. I think it's like $12 or something, but it's totally worth it. Like, I would pay $12 for this because it's so pretty on the cheeks. It just literally looks like the sun kissed your cheeks, because it gives you that bronzy, glowy, healthy sheen, but there's no glitter or anything in it. It's just literally perfection, and I love this. I personally really just like this as a blush topper, because I feel like applying this all over my face is a little bit too much, but when you just apply it on your cheeks, it's so pretty and it makes everything look really healthy. Whew, sorry if my voice sounds a little manly. I'm still trying to get over this nasty cold that I don't even know what it even is. To be honest with you, I've had it for like weeks, but I don't know what's going on. Moving into lip products. I'm so excited because I have nudes. Lots of nudes. So I've been loving this Smashbox liquid lipsticks, and these two colors have been my go-tos. I like mixing them. So the first one, which I actually have this lip combo on right now, by the way, this is the Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Gotta Light, which is a little bit more of a darker nude, and then Fair Game is a very, very light nude. I actually got Fair Game per Jaclyn Hill's recommendation, and I've been loving it ever since. It's the perfect nude. It goes with a lot of different lip liners, and I like mixing the two because it's my perfect nude shade. So Fair Game for me right now is a little bit too nude. So if like you're super fair and pale, I think you would love this. If you're a little bit darker than me, I think it's going to be a little too nude. So again, you could use it to like mix it with other darker nudes, and it's perfection. The formula of this is very similar, at least in my opinion, to Ofra liquid lipsticks, which I personally really love. It's like my favorite formula because they're really nice and pigmented, but they don't cake up and crust throughout the day, and they're very long wearing. And when they fade, they're not completely awful on the lips. So Smashbox is where it's at. I love it. They have really good color selection as well. And then the applicator is nice because it's like a spatula with a point. So if you don't line your lips, it makes it really easy to like shape your lips and outline them and make them really precise. And then over top, I'm actually wearing this lip gloss, and I got this per one of my fave YouTubers that I've been watching, Hanny Bakes. I feel like I've been talking about her in like every other video, but I really love her recommendations, and she recommended this lip gloss in one of her favorites videos, and I went out and got it, and I've been obsessed ever since. Mine looks disgusting because I've been wearing it with this lip combo that I have on right now, but this is the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. Literally makes your lips look wet and juicy and plump, and it's not a sticky formula. This and the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip glosses have been like my go-to formulas because they last forever, they're creamy, and they just make your lips look so voluptuous. This has a really nice applicator as well, and oh, I just love it. This is $3. Like, come on now, you cannot beat that. The price is just like, this goes really well on its own or with like nude lip colors because it just gives you that shine, but it doesn't take away from the nude, obviously, because it's just a clear lip gloss, but I love it. The next thing that I've been loving is also per Hanny Bakes recommendation. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. So I forget what video, but she was using this and she was like, it's Facetune in a bottle, and I used it and I was like, okay, she's totally right. And I'm a sucker for face products. Like, if you say a face product is amazing and it's gonna make your skin look super soft, I'm gonna go out and get it. So this I really like because one, I got the travel size and it's been lasting me ever since I got it. I mean, that was like a few weeks ago and I still have a lot of product left. So I got this at Ulta. I recommend honestly just getting the travel size because you can make it last. I was looking at the fluid ounces on this and you're better off getting like 2 travel sizes instead of 1 big one, and it's just a better value. I love the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, but obviously I know that's very expensive. It's like a $50-some primer, and I know that not everybody wants to spend that kind of money, but this is only $16 again for the travel size, and I feel like it gives me a very similar effect to that one. I still love the Tatcha one because I feel like that one does a really good job at smoothing out my pores and oil control, whereas this one really just fills in my pores. It doesn't do much for oil control, but it's still so good. Like, when I apply my foundation over top, I can really see a difference, especially with how my makeup wears throughout the day whenever I use this primer. So I've been using this with the Smashbox primer water, and it's like the best combo ever with like making your makeup look super flawless. This is not oil control, so if you have really oily skin, I would use this in conjunction with your favorite mattifying primer, and it's gonna work really well. It's like the Benefit Professional consistency, but it's way better because I feel like the Professional kind of like sits on top of my face. That's why I didn't like that primer. It didn't really do much for me, but this one I feel like actually absorbs in, fills everything out, and it just looks totally seamless. 2 more products and then we're done. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have this Pixie Overnight Glow Serum. This says it's a concentrated exfoliating gel, and I totally agree with the whole glow aspect of this. I apply this every single night. So I get out of the shower, I cleanse my skin, I tone, I apply my night serum from Drunk Elephant, and then I'll go over top with this. I'll spray my face with my cucumber mist that I have, and bam, skincare is done. I really love this because when I wake up in the morning, my skin just feels so hydrated and plump and glowy. When I go to do my makeup in the morning, like after I do my morning skincare, I feel like it looks so much better. And I still have a lot of product left, and honestly, on the back it says use 2 to 3 drops. I use way more than that because I really love to glow, and this product feels so good on the skin. When you first apply it, it kind of feels a little tacky, it feels a little sticky, but then once you blend it in, it kind of feels like a really lightweight oil on your face, and seriously, it feels so good. Like, I love it. It just makes your skin look just so pretty. Like, Pixie is really known for their glow products for a reason. And on the back it says that you could use this before your moisturizer, but I honestly haven't even been using a nighttime moisturizer with this. That's how good it is. Like, when you go to bed, you don't need to use a moisturizer. I mean, if you have severely dry skin, you could always mix it with your fave moisturizer or apply this and then your moisturizer over top. But if you have like combo skin like me, you really don't need to. So if you want glowy skin for the rest of 2018, get this product. Thank me later. You can get it at Target. Okay, the next thing that I have is actually a body wash. This is the At the Beach Super Rich Moisturizing Body Wash. I literally used up the entire thing because I love it that much. So if you guys have been watching me for a little while, you know that I do have eczema. I actually haven't had an eczema flare up on my skin in a few months. Knock on wood. So for a little bit, actually a lot of weeks back, my skin was getting super sensitive to Bath & Body Works body soaps and like their body washes and stuff for some reason. I don't know why, but they were. I guess it's all the fragrance and stuff that's in there. So I was really nervous to try this because for once my skin was actually tamed because I was using this Shea Moisture Eczema Black Bar of soap that really helped my skin. But I wanted to switch it up because that one doesn't smell the greatest. I mean, it doesn't stink, but it's just like whatever. It's a bar of soap. So I wanted to use this because I love this At the Beach scent, and I saw on the back it says shea butter, coconut oil, and cocoa butter. Usually those products on my skin work really well, so I thought this would work really well, and it did. It didn't dry out my skin. It smells really good for one, and when I get out of the shower, my skin feels so soft that some days I don't even moisturize when I get out of the shower, and I'm like really big on body butters and moisturizing and really keeping my skin hydrated because like the skin on my body is a lot drier than the skin on my face. So if you have yet to smell the At the Beach scent, I'm telling you, you are missing out. So honestly, those are all the products that I've been loving. Now we can move into the misses, products that I didn't like. First miss that I have is this Anastasia Dream Glow Kit. I really thought that I loved this when I first used it. I was like, oh, this is pretty, I really like it. And then when I started using it more, I was like, wait, I have glitter on my face. So I kept applying this, and I would go outside like in my car and I would see my reflection in the mirror, and I'm like, wait, I literally have glitter chunks on my face. This isn't really like a wearable glitter palette. Like some stuff I can deal with, like Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife has glitter in it, but it's pretty and I like it. But this one, it's just chunky glitter. Like it's not smooth, it's not cute, and it's a shame because the colors are so pretty. But honestly, just for my face, I probably would not use this. I'm probably gonna give this away because I don't really see myself using this even on my eyes, just because it's not really a smooth formula, and I usually really like Anastasia's glow kits, but this one for me was just straight up glitter and not very flattering, especially if you have like texture and stuff on your face. Then I have this Too Faced White Peach palette. I actually got this because I did a video a few weeks back where I tested out my subscribers' least favorite makeup, and I can definitely see why you guys didn't like this palette because this formula is so dry and chalky. It actually kind of reminds me of the glow kit that I just talked about. I just don't like it, and honestly, if I was just shopping for makeup, I would not get this palette. One, the color scheme for me just isn't there. It's like super boring. Like I feel like it's just a boring palette. It doesn't really do much for me, and that's not the only reason why I like it, but I just feel like the formula is so mediocre, like compared to like the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and like other products that they have. I don't know if this was like a dud or something that I got, but it really just is not a good formula. So hard pass on this as well. Oh my gosh, I wanted to love these. I thought I was gonna love these, and I just honestly can't stand them on my face. These are the Morphe Translucent and Banana Powders. Ooh, these are awful. They really make your skin look so dry and cakey and like really tight. And when you take a picture with flash, girl, you're gonna have white splotches all over your face. It's funny because like even when you don't take pictures with flash and you're just looking at yourself in the mirror, you can see that it's just like white. It just feels like you put on like a powder mask on your face, and it's just not a good look. And I really had high hopes, honestly, because I love Morphe face products usually in general, so I thought these were going to be really, really great. But in all reality, these are awful. Honestly, just going to throw them out because I don't want to give these to anybody and then maybe they go on their first date or something and then they wear this powder and it's going to look like literally that one scene from White Chicks where the girl powders the other girl's face. You guys know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, you need to watch White Chicks. But anyways, yeah, I just don't like these powders. I have this lip gloss, the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Lip Gloss. Ugh, I'm so mad at myself for even getting this because I should have just stuck with my Essence $3 lip gloss. I just really was so intrigued by the color when I went to Ulta, but this formula is so thick and goopy and it doesn't feel comfortable on the lips whatsoever. It just literally feels like wet goop on your lips. And these are actually, I think they're Gen Nude lip lacquers, so maybe they're meant to be a little thicker to last longer, but I like the traditional Bare Minerals lip glosses a lot better than these. These are just way too thick for me. I even tried wearing these just on their own with like literally no lip liner, no lipstick, nothing, just like this, and it's still such a goopy formula. So no bueno, no me gusta. Speaking of lip products, I have these Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oils. I bought 3 of these because usually Ulta Beauty is buy 2 get 1 free or buy 1 get 2 free, something like that. So I got 3 of them and I thought I was going to love them because I thought they were going to be just a really great kind of like lip oil before you do your makeup. I always usually like to moisturize my lips and I always use the Menthol Lip Shine from Bath & Body Works. So I tried this out and this makes my lips so dry. Every single time that I would wear this, I would exfoliate my lips, apply this. By the time this dries on the lips, I seriously have crust all over my lips. Like, you know when you're younger and you keep licking your lips and it's really cold outside and you bite the skin off your lips? I know it's disgusting, but that's what this gives me. The skin was just forming all on the bottom of my lip and all like right here, and I could pick it off. And I'm like, okay, my lips are never this dry because I'm always moisturizing them and exfoliating them. I knew it was this product because the second that I wasn't using this and I was just using my Menthol Lip Shine, like that didn't happen. So I tried these 2 liquid lipsticks together and I put this lip oil over top and the same thing still happened. So I knew that it's this lip oil because when I wear just this Essence lip gloss with these liquid lipsticks from Smashbox, it doesn't happen. So these lip oils are actually not very hydrating and they smell really good too, and the formula feels really nice, but it's like once they dry, it brings out all like the impurities from your lips and it's just not a good look. I have this Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon. The reason I don't like this is because it keeps on breaking. I literally have no more product to show you guys because all of it broke. I have like that much product left in this and I only used this like 2 times. So I would not recommend this because it's honestly a waste of money. This was like $10, so honestly buying this is like throwing $10 in the trash can. So don't do it. And the last and final thing that I have is this Magnif'eyes Color Edition eyeshadow palette from Rimmel. This is just a chalky hot mess. These colors don't blend. They're not that pigmented. Don't let the swatches fool you. The swatches look pretty decent, but actually applying them with your brushes, it's so deceiving because they just don't work. And I thought this was going to be like the perfect palette for summer just because it really is so pretty, but looks can be very deceiving. Alright guys, so that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and what are your thoughts. Please leave me more video requests down below in the comments also because I have a list of things that I want to do, but I feel like I need more inspo, so leave me your suggestions down below. And that is it for now. I love you guys. Thanks for watching and I will see you in a few days in my next one.